You're in there right now, Heather, so you should be able to get into that KU6GA.
Well, good evening and welcome to the OARS D-star Net. This net meets regularly on Monday night at 8 p.m. on the OARS 444.150 D-star repeater. My name is Wes and my call sign is AE0OC. While this is not an emergency net, if anyone at any time has emergency traffic, please call break. Does anyone have emergency traffic? Please call now. Hearing none, I will move on to announcements. I will be using NetLogger for check-ins on this net, and anyone who wishes can check in early by monitoring the OARS net there. The Ozarks Amateur Radio Society meets on the second Saturday of the month at the Happy House Restaurant in Monette, Missouri. The meeting is at 7, but everyone is welcome to come at 6 to eat and enjoy some good conversation. Individuals pay for their own meal, but you do not have to eat to attend. You also do not have to be a ham to attend. Everyone is welcome, including family members and those interested in amateur radio. The next meeting at Happy House will be Saturday, February 11th. More to follow. The OARS Hamfest Committee is hard at work planning for the upcoming Hamfest. The OARS Fest will be held at the Mark in Mount Vernon on Saturday, March 25th. Doors open to the public at 8 a.m. and will run until 1 p.m. There will be lots of prizes in the raffle, and we'll have some great vendors lined up and testing for licenses will be available as well. For more details, you can find the Hamfest flyer at our website, www.w0oar.com. The Saturday breakfast with the OARS Club for February will be at the Family Restaurant in Aurora. So don't forget Aurora this month. And the OARS Club now has 3 regular nets. The D-star Net, Monday at 8 p.m. on 444.150. The 2-meter Net, Tuesday at 7 p.m. on 146.970. And the Simplex Net on the first Saturday of the month at 7 p.m. on 146.460. And this net is now being streamed on 59 Radio and YouTube channel. So you can see how you sound on D-Star. Or if you missed any part of the net, you can go to 59radio.com for details and a link to the channel. Are there any other announcements of interest to amateur radio? Please call now. Well, I'm not hearing any, so let's jump right into some check-ins. We'll start out at the top of our NetLogger list with K6GAE. Dave, how are you doing tonight?
Oh, Wes, we're doing pretty good. I just want to make sure I'm getting into the repeater tonight.
Yeah, you're getting in just fine, Dave.
All righty. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Went up to St. Joe yesterday. My oldest daughter, her company has a plant up in St. Joe, so she's out here from California for the next few days to do some work, HR work at the plant. So me and the wife went up and spent the evening with our oldest daughter last night. Came back today. I went by Associated, and I probably shouldn't have because I left with an FT5. So I got a new handheld. But other than that, don't have a whole lot going on, so thanks for running the net, West, and we'll pass it back to Net Control, K6GA.
All right, Dave, what are the features of that FT5? I've looked at it, but I don't remember what kind of radio it is. Is it a fusion radio?
Wes, it's a Yaesu Fusion. It's a Wires X, a full capable Wires X handheld. I can actually turn it into a Wires X node and run a Wires X room off of it right here from the house.
Well, that sounds interesting. It's all a little foreign to me. I'm still learning D-star and have no experience at all with Fusion yet. But someday I'd like to get a Fusion radio too, because there's quite a few Springfield repeaters on that up there that would be fun to get on. And so, anyway, I'm glad you had a good time with your daughter and appreciate you checking in tonight. I'm going to say 73 and move on down to KE0MAD. Sean, how have you been?
So, Wes, everybody on? Yeah, doing pretty good. I had a day off work today, and I went and checked out the George Washington Carver State Park there, and that's going to be a good spot for us to meet. Lots and lots of room, open area with tables, and yeah, this is going to be a great place. Made 54 contacts there. And then went over to Battle of Carthage. That's also, of course, you've been there too. That's got a pretty good open grass area where, we can set stuff up, like maybe some, I don't know what the rules are there. I know we couldn't put no stakes in the ground, but I think that'd be a pretty decent spot for us. Pretty noisy RF-wise. But other than that, not a whole lot going on. I made 15 contacts there. All right, Wes. Thanks for doing that. Sounding good. KE0MAD.
All right. Well, first I want to compliment you on what a fabulous job you did on the Simplex Net Saturday night. That was phenomenal. I was really impressed. I think it was 24 contacts, if I remember correctly, which is really great. But on the parks, though, I was kind of curious of your opinion. Which would be the better one to do our picnic meal at? Battle of Carthage or George Washington Carver?
Well, the George Washington Carver already has the tables. I mean, they got picnic tables out the wazoo over there. You wouldn't have to worry about having to bring any tables. Man, I think I counted like 25 tables in that little area. The grass area behind the parking lot and the tables down in front of the parking lot.
All right, that sounds fabulous, because I wanted to try to do both of those in the same day, kind of like what you did today. So I think it'd probably be better than to go there first and set up, activate, have our meal, and then on the way home, stop by Battle of Carthage and try to activate that one.
Yep, I'd agree with you completely. I think that's just the way I did it today, and I think that's the way it worked out best. And then as far as down there at Roaring River's concerned, if we want to get one of those pavilions, we're going to need to jump on that pretty quick because they rent out pretty fast. But anyway, yeah, I had a lot of fun doing the Simplex Net. Can't wait for the next one. This is KE0MAD.
All right. Well, appreciate it, Sean. And yeah, we'll have to look into that. Table Rock was already rented out for the weekend that we're going to be there for their pavilion, but that is also field day. And so I thought that there's probably going to be several of us camping, and we could probably just operate from the campground at our campsites down there. So that will probably work out pretty good. Well, appreciate you checking in tonight, and we'll move on down. K0SQS, Harold, how are you doing?
KE0OC, K0SQS, doing just fine, Wes. I sympathize with what Dave said about going by any place that sells ham radio equipment. It's tough to walk out of one of those places with as much money as you went in and with your hands empty. Anyway, talking with Sean earlier today about the parks on the air, and the one thing I was thinking about with Roaring River is it's pretty much down in a valley. You got tall hills on every side except leading out to the southeast. And I just wonder how that site would work out for, something like field day. I know you're not talking about having field day there, but anyway, just a consideration. Anyway, I too was impressed with the simplex net that Sean ran. The 24 contacts, they just kept coming in and coming in and coming in. I think that beat the OARS repeater net by, 6? Anyway, it was great. Simplex net. Look forward to the next one. K0SQS, back to you.
Yeah, he was approaching the all-time record on the 2-meter net, so that was very impressive. And I tell you what, that is the thing about the POTA, is that if you're working out of a low-lying area like Roaring River, or there at Battle of Carthage where you've got the electric plant just down the road from you and all that RF noise, that's the challenges of it. But I'm pretty certain that Richard has activated Roaring River a few times, and he seems to have done it without too much difficulty. So hopefully it'll work out good. I appreciate you checking in tonight, Harold. And I'm going to move on down to W0ZAC. Zach, how are you doing tonight?
Hey, doing good, Wes. Hello to you and everyone on the net. Not much going on over here tonight. Pretty quiet evening at our place. Back to work today after a long week of vacation. 9 days off. Didn't get everything done that I wanted to get done around the house, but it was good to not be at work. Wish the weather would have been nicer. I probably should have taken off this week instead of last week, but not being at work is plenty of vacation, I guess. So getting back in the swing this week and back in the normal schedule. Kids didn't have school last week, so I guess that worked out. I was home with them all week, just having a good time. So anyway, that's all. Not much else going on down here. Back to you, Wes. W0ZAC.
All right, but the most important part of the vacation is, did you get your antenna work done?
Negative. I got a long way on it. Actually, as soon as we're done here, I'm going out to continue working. I got some concrete in the ground. I got my hinge almost finished. I got to weld one more piece on tonight, and then it'll be done.
All right, well, very good. Sounds like you're getting really close at least. And I already told you this on text earlier, but I'll go ahead and announce it to everybody else that the Saturn group of the Salvation Army has confirmed that they will be at the Hamfest. We'll have a table set up, and I believe they're going to do a presentation also. So that's exciting to have them involved again.
Very good. Yep, we've got a spot for them.
Yes, I told them they could be next to Skywarn. I think that's what they wanted to do. So I believe that's where you had them stuck at anyway. So appreciate you checking in tonight. And I hope the rest of your antenna work goes well and you're back on the air and running full blast again soon. So I'm going to say 73 and move on down to N0 MLP. Marvin, how are you doing tonight?
Hey, we're doing pretty good. Want to check first, make sure I'm making it in because I've been here and getting quite a bit of packet loss.
You're crystal clear. Not a single bit of roboticness to you.
Well, good deal. Hello, everybody, and Wes. Thank you for that. Not a whole lot going on here. We did have a BAE come out and check spring cleaning to get ready for them. So Other than that, that's about it today. It's good news, though.
Well, Marvin, I spoke too soon because we lost about half of that last transmission. We were kind of in and out. All right, yeah, we lost you altogether that round. So it lasted for a moment anyway, but it kind of petered out on us. So appreciate you checking in tonight, and we'll move on down. Next on our list is KA0RM. Bob, what are you up to tonight? Now, Bob, don't be doing this to me 2 weeks in a row. KA0RM. Can you hear me?
KZRM, Neil. I don't know what happened there. I didn't keep the mic to start with, but I'm get back here, Bobby and Aurora. Yeah, I just went blank here. I've been watching television there with Mama, and I heard you holler at me. But what happened?
Well, I just had to call you twice. That's all right. It wasn't for dinner, so it's nothing important.
What happened to you?
Are you not receiving me now?
Receiving it, but you're not hearing me.
Yes, Bob, I'm hearing you. Go ahead with your check-in.
I just did. KZRM is Bobby and Aurora. Like I said, ain't much going on.
Yeah, I got that you were watching TV, and not much going on. That's what I received earlier. So, yeah. Well, appreciate you checking in tonight. And I'm glad you made it in tonight without having to go through everything we had to last week. I don't know what happened there. I think Sean might be on the right track, though. There was a solar flare. So, in any case, I appreciate you, and we will catch you next week, and of course tomorrow on the 2-meter net. So let's move on down to KE0NHL. Heather, how are you doing tonight?
KE0OC in the net. This is KE0NHL. Good evening to you as well as everybody on the net this evening. Actually doing pretty good. Had a pretty reasonable day at work. I was able to get off. I got out of there about around 4:47, so wasn't too overtime on that one, which was good. But I'm off for the next 2 days, and will be enjoying my time off right now. I'm having a harvest snacks that I got at the store yesterday. Pretty good stuff.
All right, well, very good. I'm glad you got out of work on time today. And I tell you what, you probably know. Has Richard ever activated down there at Roaring River? Heather, did we lose you? All right. Well, I'm still getting the return courtesy beep on my end coming back at me. So I think that I'm getting out at least. But I think we've lost Heather that time. So that puts us at the bottom of the list. Do we have any additional check-ins for the OARS D-star Net? Looking for check-ins for the OARS D-star Net. Any check-ins?
Sound like this thing went haywire again. Can you hear you, sorry?
Nope, you're coming in loud and clear, Bob. I think Heather was just kind of on the fringe there and lost the repeater, kind of like Marvin had earlier. But I was hearing the courtesy tone each time, and there was quite a few beeps there in between, too, where maybe somebody was trying but not making it.
Yeah, I was hearing them keys myself, but there wasn't no audio.
Yeah, and there also wasn't any call sign coming up, so I'd say that it was just barely breaking the squelch on the repeater is all, but lost all the digital information. So, but in any case, I think that's it for a net tonight. Had a total of 8, which seems to be kind of where we've been out here lately, which is really good still for a standalone repeater like this and just getting started. I'm really happy with the way things are going. So I appreciate everyone who checked in tonight, and hope to see you all again next week. Maybe bring a friend. So, and hopefully everybody will be on tomorrow night for the 2-meter net, and Zach is supposed to be running that one. So hope to hear you all then. This is AE0OC returning the D-star machine back to normal operation.
I must have lost the repeater, KE6GA.
Well, you were back in there that time, Dave.
I was trying to give you a comment. I'm actually going to go by Springfield and go talk to them because I know there's a bunch of trees around that pavilion and stuff to see if we can even put antennas up in there. So I'll see what I can find out about the Springfield Nature Center.
All right, very good. Appreciate that. So I'm going to say 73 to you, though, and shut down the live stream. AE0OC.